Now if you're lucky, your tapered leader is actually going to come with this knot already tied on the back end of it, but assuming it doesn't, since we're pretending like we're doing everything from scratch here, go ahead and start out with the open butt end of the tapered leader, and once again we're going to tie perfection loops. This time you can just see it happen. Make a loop, pinch, run around the tag end, make another loop up and behind, pinch, then take your tag end, go between the two knots, between the two loops, and then simply grab the back loop through the front loop with your fingernail. Stop for a second, grab something to pull with, stick your scissors in there, and yank. And as you can see, again, you made just a really simple little knot. Okay, cut up this tag end. We're almost done. This is the easiest one. This is the loop-to-loop connection, and this is the reason why we do these loops, is so you can consistently replace your leader if need be. Now there is one trick to this. You always want the line end loop to be in the right position, and in order to do that, you're going to always pass the leader end loop over the line end loop, like this. Pass leader over line, all the way back. So we'll just go ahead and do this again. Pass leader over line, not the other way around or you'll get a hinge. And then go ahead and pinch it. And then you're just literally going to go ahead and fold over the butt end of your leader so you can slide it through. I mean, you can draw the entire leader through. And not much of a knot, right? Well, as long as you don't grab the back end of the perfection loop, and if you're just pulling loop to loop, you get this lovely little handshake that results in a straight shot. That's going to prevent you from having any kind of hinge, which is really nice. Now, if you do this the wrong way, just show you real quick what happens. If you actually pass the line end over the leader end like this, then you're stuck. You've either got to pass the leader through right here. This is wrong. Do not do this. If you're passing leader through leader, then you've really messed this up. But assuming you do it this way, just so you'll understand, and you'll know when your knot is wrong. If you pull it up, so you're going to have this kind of, I don't know, 90-degree angle here. I've actually seen people show up and do this, and they regularly get made fun of in fly shops. That is incorrect, because if you let it go, see what happens? It makes a 90-degree angle and it leaves the loop open. That is not the way you want this to be. Okay, so what have we got? You've got your basic double surgeon's loop, and as long as you set your architecture up properly, when you begin to wind, it'll pick up. So you pick up your line, your backing, you eventually get to the backing to fly line connection, and in this case that's your basic nail knot. And then the nail knot is also used at the other end of the line to make your Amnesia monofilament connection. And then just a short length of Amnesia monofilament later, you have your perfection loop, which is tied to another perfection loop via the loop-to-loop knot. Probably the simplest knot of all. And of course you can use the loop-to-loop knot on the back end of the fly line in the backing if you want to be able to make interchangeable, backing to line connections. I actually will go ahead and make one of those loops about 6 inches long so I can pass it over any reel that I choose to. It works pretty well that way. All right. Now you know how to set up an entire trout fly reel from back to front.